and all our representatives of the ABC, to my parliamentary colleagues, many that are here and believe so strongly and advocate so strongly for rural and regional Australia in particular, welcome to you and thank you for coming along. But most especially to all you Heywire winners, you good people, you're winners first and foremost, and this is what I really want to thank you for. You're winners because you had the courage to tell your story, and not only that, but to share it. And I've read every one of your stories, and if you want to know what I've done at question time yesterday and before that, I've read your stories and I've been deeply, deeply moved by you, and I thank you for that, because it takes courage to tell your story, because you make yourself vulnerable. But what you do that for, right? You're crazy. Now, I mean, if you drop very hot noodles on your lap, right, and you're prepared to go out and face the greatest wave in Tasmania, right, and you want to tell that story, you're Heywire, all right? And I can't think of a better place to have Heywire at the moment than in this place. But anyway, it's a great name, it has great symbol, good things to think about, and I even like the word hay, even though you can have different spelling for it, and wire as well. So well done on that. But listen, I was just reflecting on your stories, and it made me think, and I'm representative of many members here because we represent our communities. Many moons ago I used to teach studies in religion, and I loved it, still do, and I still read on it. And when we do studies in religion, you look at things like beliefs. Now most people when they study religions look at belief and they see it separately. But you see, when you study most religions of the world and their existence, whether you believe in religion or not, but they are a thing that is very organic and living, the thing that stands out most in those religious traditions is the concept of place. Space, place and time, and most importantly, people. And when I read your stories, what came out most of all was your great sense of place, your love of place, the importance of place to you and the people in it. And in looking at your stories, and I'm sorry this sounds like a studies in religion lecture, but in looking at your stories, I looked at place and space and I found the importance of and the significance of fire, death, disability, mental illness, music, war, discrimination, sport, the sea, criminality, love, flood, size, concept of size, tragedy, mining, the environment. That is your sense of place, and that's made you. So beliefs come from place. Your stories have shared your sense of place. And when you tell your story in Australia, rural and regional Australia come alive. And I thank you for that. Go back to those communities, lead those communities, because you are our future. I have every confidence in the future. And I'll leave you with this thought, if I may, that we've talked about in the Year of the Farmer and the importance of rural and regional Australia to our economy, to our very sense of being and how we understand ourselves. Even now, the enrolments in courses related to agricultural studies is dramatically increasing. And why? Because we've come to a point of crisis, and why must we do this in Australia, where we highlight the crisis and we begin to rethink it, we begin to commit ourselves to it. Thanks for your stories, thanks to the ABC, fantastic program, should be funded forever and more, and well, I'm not the minister, I can do that, but certainly can. Thank you for your stories and thanks for what you're doing for us as Australians. We have a great future, you are our future, and I do thank you very, very much. Thank you.